Okay, so let's go for today. We're gonna learn some tools, which is placer, signal, ID, and falloff. Also inside the mesh. Okay, but this one I think I will create something first. Let me do a small tree. Simple trees. Alright. This one is a tree body, and then this one is a trunk. Okay, so this one is a tree. I'll just group it, name it 3A, and then I have another's as a 3B. Alright, this one I have as a cube tree. Cube tree. I'll put it inside. Alright, so I got 2. Okay, 1 and 2. Alright, so sample. We do a A first. Alright, we do the mesh. Okay, create a mesh network. So if we join like this, right or not, this is by what? Distribute, right or not? Okay. Distribute by linear, okay, more or less. You guys can put in here. So another way to generate a mesh, okay, this one you can turn it off. Okay. Let's say I want to put my trees on this plane. On my plane, you got like something like this. There's a up, there's down. Maybe something like this. Okay, the plane is not even. The floor plan is not even. I want to assign my trees on top of this plane. So how can I do it? Alright, let me name first. Floor plan. Alright, then go back to my mesh. In here. So go back to mesh here. Find this one called as a placer. Click it. Add a placer node. Okay. So before you start, okay, go and find this pen mesh. This one is called a set mesh, which is wherever you pen, you base on the mesh. If you did not have, when you pen it, it will still generate, but sometimes they will somehow go inside or go outside. Okay, so we need to put in this mesh into it. So find a mesh, find a placer node, scroll into here, middle click, and drop. So the floor plan will be there. So let's say you want to start to adding it, click on this, add. Then the mouse over your plane, holding B, left click, drag. Open the brush size, big or small. So we can start to do a little bit first. So see, right now it is going inside because your pivot point is on the centers. We can check it back, okay? Check back our trees. So we can see right now the pivot point is here. So we can tweak that, okay? Open up the grid, the box, you can move up, and then freeze transform again. So 对，把它放回去地上上面 then check your mesh, see is it correct or not. If it's correct, that means you are good. This one can just hide it. Okay, you should remember last time that I mentioned that anything this model affected, all the other mesh will be follow right or not. 要跟着的吧，对不对 ？Okay, so when we change that, you'll be fine. Then we hide it up on here. Now, you can go back and pen our place. Okay, let's say I want to have a lot of trees in this place. So I can pen I can have a lot of trees in here. I can do like this. Okay, so this one is very light. The file is very light. But you don't overdo the model, the wireframe that's very high. So something like this is still can be works. Okay, let's say a lot. Your Maya still is like very smooth to run this out. So do not, let's say you need a lot of trees, do not duplicate and go and move it yourself. And then you make your file very heavy and somehow things is not nice. Okay, so delete is here. So let's say you add already this, but you don't like the trees that is placed on there, you can use the delete brush. Okay, then you clean up. Okay, just like a brush that you want to plant your tree on there. So this one is like just the basic one. Alright. So next one is the scatter. If you take on these scatters, whichever things inside these circles, right? Okay, we generate for you. When you click and drag, you base on the place, it generate for you. So things pop, it pop up is like more natural. It's not you see like straight lines in there. Alright, so this one is called scatter. So scatter densities. If you put trees, which means that when you click one times, we generate 3 trees for you. 生成3棵树. Okay, if it's 4, which means that one click, you generate 4 trees. Okay, so you can really fast to generate a forest like this. Okay, if you still don't like the place, okay, you just remove the path. Alright, simple right here. Alright, so let's go down a little bit more. So collect and create, which means that when you operate this, let's say my brush is very small in here. So when I create, you can see all the trees, they're in together. You don't want them to be together, you can do this straight. So but your size should be like bigger a little bit. So when you click, they'll try to like push away others. 他们会尽量推远离的，他们不会黏在一起。Alright, they'll push along with others. Alright, so this one is straight. Okay, rotation mode. If you align to mesh, if you add, you can see right now all the mesh is based on the mesh. I mean the face. You put it on there. If you turn this one off, okay, you put it again, all this will become straight. 可以理解吗？这个 Okay, so different on this one, rotation mode. Alright, so let me clean out a little bit. Alright, so push along normal, this one doesn't need a tweak. If you tweak it, somehow when you create your tree, somehow it go up or go down a little bit. So this one you can ignore it. So random scale. Alright, this one also really fun to create your forest. So smallest of the scale, maybe I put 0.5. The biggest I can put 2. So whichever you create, you got small and big in here. So things come out, become more naturalist. Alright, and then rotation. This one called XYZ. If you check your models, okay, in here, right? X will be left, I mean like, you go come out here and there. Okay, Y will be here. Z will be here. If you want our trees to have a little bit randoms, we'll put the rotation on Y. Alright, so we go back to there. Alright, this one rotation X, Y. Why this one can put 180 or 360s. Can be. Alright, and then you can generate. So all of them, they have like random rotation. Okay, simple this one. Okay, so that's it for how you do the placer. Next, we have the ID mode. This one later I'll explain with the ID together. Alright, so this one is placer. Alright, so let's continue. So right now, when you see, when I generate, only have this triangle trees. Let's say I want this cube trees to happen. Okay, how? Okay, so this one we call as we're gonna put in a different ID into it. Let me put along with it, based on there. Alright. Okay, so you guys can check in your mesh. You can see right now there's no ID inside here. So you guys can add it inside. This one is ID. Click it, add ID node. Alright, so sorry. No, hold on. That's gonna check on the repro. My bad. Maybe in here. Sorry. So okay, object A, the first object will be mentioned in here, 3A. If you need more object on this mesh tool, you can just do like this. Middle click, drop. Okay, so right now your mesh running by 2 mesh in here. 它有2个 object 在里面了现在。So right now your mesh got 2 object inside. So the first one called as 0, the second one called as 1. My other number is read like this. The first numbers are always from 0, 1, 2, 3. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So let's say right now I need to have my 3 bees inside this. So I go back, check my placer. You can see this ID mode. If fixed 0 means this one. If 1, okay, it become 3B. So when I add, okay, so I got my cube 3 inside. It's just a preview problem. It's okay. 它的那个shadow问题吧。Okay, so this one is fixed ID. You can change it from A to B, the trees A and B. Let's say today you got like the glasses, you got the rocks, you want to put inside. Okay, it doesn't need to have 2 mesh 2. Just using one, you can switch it on here, 1 or 2, then you can place it inside there. Okay, so another situation. Let's say I want to, when I generate both tree happening, so I can do like this. Okay, instead of fixed, you can go randoms. Okay, random from what to what? 0 to 1. So I got 2 mesh when I created, 2 object will be happen. So you save you a lot of times there. Okay, you save you a lot of times. So you can clean up a road for them to walk the small pathway. You can clean out like this. Okay, so you can really fast to generate out the things for you already. Okay, this tool is really nice for you guys to create the backgrounds or something that is not really related to your animation, just a simple further things that behind you can do like this. Okay, alright, so that's why is ID in here. Alright, so next let's go on to the signal. Okay, already go through 2 tools, placer and ID. So now going signal. Alright, falloff later we'll talk about this one. Okay, so for signal, right, I think I'll clean up all these things already. Let me clean it up. Just clean up for this. This also no need. Okay, let's say I got 3 models in here. 3 of it, mesh, create mesh network. If you select 3 model together, when you create, all the numbers will be in here. So you can read which one is the first one, which one is second, which one is third. If you want to change it, you can drag it. Okay, you can change their align 咯。Okay， 你们可以自己排整一下，你们要哪一个排前面的。Okay， so what is signal? Very simple. Signal is like this. Okay, so let me distribute by grid here. Alright, there's ID in here. Okay, let's say you want to random it out. You can random up this. Okay, let's say you got 3 models. So ID is like 1, 2, 3. It's a different in here. Okay, random is here, so you can change your random it. Let's say which one that you like, then you can change it. So signal, you can find it in here. Signal, this one. We'll add a signal node. Okay, you see nothing in here. Okay, so this one is position. Okay, position XYZ. Let me go through just one position first. That's not over here. Okay, so what is signal? When you put it inside, then you generate an animation for you already. When you press play, it will move. Okay, this one is a simple one. Okay, we'll create the animation for you. Okay, so this one normally I'll create like small things that is flying around, maybe like flies or maybe a butterfly. You want to create a simple one, a random animation. You put it like this way. Fly is苍蝇lah. You guys can do it like this way. So let's say you want to your object to move a very big position, so key in here. Okay, not more enough. You can type it in here. So we generate the animation for you. Okay, so you see further away, you see a bunch of fly flying around in here. Okay, so this one is position. Alright, and then you got the rotation, you got the scale, all this you can play. Okay, scaling. If you like using a uniform scale, right, we'll create this one. Okay, we're going big and small in here. Alright, if it's not uniform, it's not ununiform, your shape can a lot of different shape of the poses happen. Okay, so you can create this kind of random stuff in here. Okay, so this one is signal. Very simple stuff to generate animation for you. Alright, so normally we won't do like things in here lah. So you got like 4D noise, again you got like different kind of things. This one later you guys can go and try yourself lah. So there's noise in here. You guys can play with this. Okay, this one is the timing we generate for you. What kind of timing you guys can play in here? Okay, the noise, the trigonal geometry settings, all these things you can play. Alright, so this one is signal. Alright, let me reset this one. Just throw it and create one more new one. Okay, so one more signal node. Okay, I was just using the Y. Okay, so you can see like this. Okay, so different things you can try it out. So looping noise will become very small. The value will become small. Okay, so all these guys can play. Yeah, this fractional blowing motion. So it create a more nicer motion for you guys to see it. If you don't want this ID to be this kind of random, you just want your own IDs, you guys can change it like fixed ID. What kind of IDs that you want? Okay, fixed ID. Oops. You guys can change it based on which cube that you want, which model that you want. You guys can change here the ID. Alright, fixed, random seed, and the fixed ID. All this can play. Alright, so this one is signal. Another tools that I want to introduce to you guys is like the falloff. Okay, falloff, wherever you created, okay, you'll be inside. Let's say the mesh. Let's say you create a random node. Where's my random? Okay, if you create a random node, you'll mesh up where it is. You mess up things. Okay, so they want. Okay, maybe I just want to some part that's like this random. The rest of part I don't want. Okay, so you guys can use this falloff object. Whichever that you scroll down, you can find this falloff object. Then this can be worked. So to do this, right click, create. We'll create. You generate this circle sphere for you already. So this sphere you can move away. You move away, then all of things they will like go back to the things. So you can switch this one. You can click it. So when this object come in, oops, this one is turned off. My bad. This one is flipped. Okay, when this object come in, they need to be formed. Okay, they need to be formed. Okay, this one is called falloff. So let's say you don't like this shape, you want other shape. Okay, you can just select it, change it to cube. Okay, so whichever you come in inside, they'll form it back to the normal one. Okay, so they got an inner zone and outer zone. So inner zone, this one you can play. Okay, how further away that you want the things to be like, to form it back. Okay, so this one is the fall off ramp. Let's say the starting, maybe I just want the center of it to have the post. The rest of it I don't want. So when I go, you do like this. Okay, 它中间的就会 form 回去。In the center, they will form it back. Then they will go back again. Okay, so this one is a ramp, you guys can play with it. Okay, so this one is a basic one, the basic form. Okay, so which means that you have this thing, then you can animate this, starting set 1 keys, then later on cover up all this to set it all together. Let me put it more slightly behind a little bit. Okay, so you can do like some chaotic stuff, and then you arrange it into a very nice stuff in here. Okay, while the other two still running. Okay, even this signal also have the fall off. You can create one more fall off. Okay, create in here. So got another fall off in here. So let's say you don't want your things happen in the first time. So you can set key. After they form it, then can have this coming inside. Then only animate. Okay. So you can create a lot of random things, and then you create all this fall off stuff, then put it inside there to let it happen. Okay, understand this? Alright, so that's it for the tools I want to mention to you guys today. Okay, placer, which is like for you to generate the terrain. Okay, the place like the small trees, glasses, stone. Okay, signal is like you can generate animation based on the small random animation that you want. Okay, based on like translate, rotation, or scaling. ID is that you can change your object into object A, B, C, D. How many objects you want it to have, you put it inside your repro node in here. And then you want to change your ID, come to here, the mesh. Where's my mesh? Okay, add one in ID node. Then here you can change on here, linear, random, cycle, or fix. You can do like this. Okay, so you can play with that one. Also, ID you have this fall off stuff to play as well. When it happen, the things, the circles will change to the cube will change to the triangle stuff. So this one, the fall off also can happen in here. Alright, and then fall off is like things that you want the tools to be active or not by using the things that can like affect it. Okay, so this one is fall off. Alright.